we are live.
We're live, dude. Let's do it.
And you know what? Now that we're live,
Yeah?
I think...
Roll those sleeves up, dude. Get to business. There you go. No, I'm not going to say what kind of shirt it is.
What?
Can't give away dates right now.
Oh, yeah, don't tell anybody anything. I think honesty is the best policy here.
Okay?
Yeah.
Shoot to me straight.
This is the first episode of Bodybuilding and Business.
Numero uno, yeah?
This is not the first time we've sat down to record Bodybuilding and Business.
We're going to be that honest, huh?
Yeah, we're going to be honest.
All right, dude.
It would be silly to be like, hey, everybody, this is the first take we've ever done of this.
It's not. We're professionals now.
Yeah.
We're far from professionals, actually. But do we tell them...
How many? No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we tell them that somebody lost?
Guess in the comments below how many times we tried to film the first episode. Winner gets a...
Do they have to get an exact number or just closest to?
We're not made of gifts. Exact number. I'm not giving a gift.
Okay.
So nobody...
Exact number gets one of the first Bodybuilding and Podcast shirts.
Well, first off, it's called the
Bodybuilding and Business Podcast shirts.
Thank you for correcting yourself.
Yeah. Hey, listen, dude.
We almost had to restart the whole thing.
Like I told you, we're professionals.
We are professionals. Yeah, I think honesty is the best policy. It's not right for us to sit here and pretend like we are perfect at this, because we're definitely not.
We're far from perfect.
But we're gonna be.
We're perfect at bodybuilding and business.
That we are.
Recording and editing and trying to do anything with technology or social media, we are horrible.
We've learned a lot.
We're getting better.
I'm going to make a post about this. I don't want to. I hate making corny posts. But this has been the hardest thing I've done in a long time.
I think it's out of our comfort zone, which is one of the reasons why we're doing it, though, right? I mean,
Correct.
to kind of push ourselves, to better ourselves, grow our business, grow our reach, right?
Expand outside of our already... Well, you said the word reach, but I'll just use it again. To expand outside of our reach.
Which is our online clients and our in-person clients, who get to hear from us on a day-to-day basis. Our in-person clients get to see us several times a week, get real personal with us, and they dig for a little bit more information. We give a little bit more information than just our online clients who, yes, we give as much as we can, but because we're not with them an hour at a time, 3-4 times a week, they do get a little bit less information unless they're one of those who are constantly trying to learn and bombarding us with questions. So
yeah,
this will give them a little bit more, right? Put a little bit more of a face behind the guy in the emails or texts or whatever, right? But also to people who aren't our clients,
Reach a new clientele base.
Yeah.
Not that everyone that we're reaching is expected to be our client, but reach a new clientele base just in the market of podcasts.
For sure,
But
again, there's going to be some learning and, a little trial and error going on because it is new to us. And when you say that it's the hardest thing that you've done, I agree because it's so not what we do. We're very hands-on, even with our online clients, even though I just said they don't get as much because they're not with us.
Yeah.
We communicate a lot, and our in-person clients, we get on a pretty personal level with them. The more we know about them, the more we can help them. We're good with that aspect. The whole let's post on Instagram and try, that's...
Be vulnerable.
Yeah, that's not really us.
Don't like doing that.
No.
I was honestly thinking of that the other day. I was like, man, a great motivational post, even though I think it's so corny. I get the purpose of it. I really do. There are people who will read somebody else's post and draw motivation.
There's some people who need that.
Yes.
Correct.
I don't look at Instagram and draw motivation from somebody who says how hard they're working or how diligent they've been about something. Doesn't motivate me at all.
Correct.
Self-motivated.
Yep, 100%.
But in doing this, I was battling myself because I was like, should I make a post that talks about how difficult this has been? Because it has been the hardest thing that at least I've done in a while, but I know that it's the hardest thing you've done in a while too. Even though...
My wife did.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't really say that gives a timeline though. Who gives a shit? My
You don't
wife,
have to- you don't have
my
to
wife
say
had
that.
a baby 3 times. All right.
That's what I was gonna say.
Helping her in the delivery room, not helping. Like I wasn't like
Hike? Yeah.
Hot route.
Blue 18. And then a baby comes out.
Yep.
That's how babies.
No, I was not helping with that, but going through that process, pretty difficult. But I'm not gonna lie, that's more like just in the moment mental, like, what do I do?
Sure.
That kind of hard, right? This, like, getting ourselves to go and actually do it and be comfortable with it and be proud of what we're putting out when we're pretty proud people.
Right.
Totally different story.
Yeah, it's a completely different challenge, and I don't even.
That's why I drink.
I don't even that I should drink.
Pat doesn't drink.
Then it would be more of a challenge it would be less of a challenge for me if I would drink.
Yeah.
So I should just start drinking.
You should just start drinking. You should say, fuck bodybuilding. I'm going to start drinking alcohol.
I'm going to be a drinker.
Yeah.
I got a new hobby now.
You should.
I'm a drinker.
Pat doesn't drink. Moral of the story.
Yeah. But even talking about this, I don't want to move on from this as fast as I possibly can.
He's the fastest man in the world.
I am the fastest man in the world. It sounds fake to talk about how challenging it was, and I'm not saying it to be motivating. I'm just saying this experience has taught me a lot because it has been so hard, and I can't master it like this, and I can't get a grasp on it and move on from it. Because if it was we're not technology guys, you and I.
Far from.
Yeah. Anything technology based, I would just avoid instead of running head on into it to try to learn how to do it. We could have easily hired somebody to help us edit all of these, to help us film, to help us avoid all of the mistakes we already made, but it wouldn't have taught us anything, and we would have just week after week sat down.
It wouldn't have taught us, and at the end of the day, once we do have a rhythm down, it would also take from it at the same time because we would be on somebody else's watch.
Right. And
once we master it, we're going to be able to put out as much content as we want, be able to edit it right away, upload it right away, because not all of our content is going to be right here at this desk.
Correct.
Some of it's going to be at the gym. We get a cancellation, we're sitting there, we go in the office and just do some question and answers, do a live on an Instagram, something, you know what I mean? Our workout content, us working out together or training clients, what have you.
Right. And I just, it'll make us that much more proud of the work that and the content that we do end up putting out, because we're the ones not just sitting and talking about it, we're actually physically behind the scenes making it happen as well. So it'll make me feel that much, rather than somebody else. I got a good example here.
Tell the people.
Shout out Moss.
Yo, what's up, Moss?
Shout out Moss. Makes some cool posts for me.
He's gonna like that.
He's gonna laugh so hard when he sees that. Makes some cool posts for me, right? Some of them that do really well. When I see that it does well, I'm like, well, I didn't do that.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything that deserved.
You're thankful for him.
Super thankful for him.
But you're like, man.
I'm not proud of like.
That's my body, but that's not my content.
Yeah, like I'm not proud of how well that post did because I didn't do that post.
Yeah.
I didn't make that. Like he made it for me.
You're like, I might as well be on his page.
Essentially.
Yeah.
He made it. It should be on his page. It just happens to be my body.
For sure.
So I can already, even though the podcast hasn't aired yet and there's been zero feedback to it besides, when is your podcast coming out?
I was already going to get into that.
That's the only feedback we've gotten. But I already know despite whatever feedback comes our way, I'm going to feel way more proud when we do post an episode finally, because it was something that we decided we pushed ourselves to do. Yep. And then we, not going to use the word mastered, but we accomplished it.
For sure.
In a way that we felt happy with.
So,
which is
what we're trying to say is,
which is an ultimate goal of both of ours here, is that we wanted to accomplish this task, and not, again, we wanted to do better than just accomplish it. But I'm not going to go and say we want to master this. We wanted to be able to go and do this on our own, and we wanted to be able to. Again, learn isn't the end goal either. We wanted to be able to produce it on our own. That way, one day, if it ever gets big enough, it feels justified to
like
pass.
anything, dude. If you put the work into something and it succeeds, it's going to feel way better. Yeah. But just to touch on him talking about everyone asking when this is going to air, right?
Yeah.
I think that's what he's getting at is, even though we've had a lot of pressure because we have told people that we're doing this, we've told people that it's going to come out, people are constantly asking us, when are you guys releasing an episode? When you're releasing an episode?
Yeah.
That's part of the reason it's even more uncomfortable is like we're putting more pressure on ourselves to put this out there, right? Because we do want to deliver what we promised, So for all of those who keep asking, fuck off, all right?
I don't care.
We're trying, all right?
How much Chris Bumstead tells you pressure is a privilege.
It's not.
It's also a little annoying sometimes too, so knock it off. And
he's a liar.
This will be out before December 1st. We said it would be out in November. It'll be out in November.
So if you're listening to this in February, just
imagine you're in November.
Imagine you're in November and it's the 30th.
Yeah.
All right.
And this is already out.
Yeah.
So, besides all that was very emotional. I didn't enjoy talking.
You got deep though. You don't get deep much.
I don't enjoy it. It does nothing for me.
I could take that a whole different avenue, but I'm not even going to go there right now. You know what I mean?
What?
I was going to make bad jokes, but I'm not going to do that.
We can make bad jokes later.
Okay, we'll do it later.
Yeah.
All right.
But it does nothing for me. So,
I was
you're going to go right into it.
I was going to go right into
it. I was just reiterating the point that I already said. But now that we've gotten to a point where we're comfortable, we know how to do the editing that we want to do.
For sure.
I'm
sure it'll evolve over time.
It'll get better and better.
Yeah.
I can't wait till we have
a dry erase board
that we can draw everything on. And an on-air light. That'll be
the on-air light. I was serious about the dry erase board is not happening.
So cool to have an on-air.
Michelle's already upset that we got these things in her office. You know what I mean? I told her
don't even come in here.
Don't come in the lab, right?
Yeah, this is the lab. She doesn't come in here.
Jesus Christ!
What work is she doing?
She is the backbone of the warehouse gym, GVL, and BAM Preps.
I meant, what work is she
My
doing?
dad might take that personal.
In the lab.
He's got no backbones. He's like a jellyfish.
And he works and he's got no backbones. He's both.
See?
No, I meant she's not in this physical lab.
Correct.
Yeah, so that's what I meant.
Great. When she does email and do payments, she does it.
She's right there.
Over here, yeah. But she don't need this side.
On the expensive chair or the cheap chair?
Oh, she takes the expensive chair.
Yeah, sure. I wouldn't want to sit in this chair either.
Pat got in a bootleg chair. I'm not gonna lie, I spent a little bit more on mine than I did for his, but it's because I got back problems. I slipped disc before.
Listen, Greg went to Goodwill for my chair, even though I bought microphones for both of us, the exact same quality.
I sent you a Venmo when you ordered these microphones, you asshole. And we split them.
I'm on input too. This freaking guy goes to Goodwill and buys me an old white musty chair.
I'll be honest. It does sound like something I would do just to purposely be an asshole. But I swear to God, on my children, okay? I went to go order this one, and they did not have it in white.
Didn't have it.
They did not have it in white. It was black.
It could have. You got
everything in here is white and gray.
We could have yinged and yanged.
I'm not gonna have it. Anyways.
That's part of why we do this, actually.
Because we yin and yang.
Yeah, I'm the yang to your yin.
Or I'm the yin to your yang.
I liked how I said it better, but really that's what we are. One of your clients actually said that today.
Who?
Yesterday.
Who?
I don't want to say names, but she said, there's still a microphone.
Well, no, you got to hold your hand up so they don't, I could read your...
No.
In what reference, though? Maybe I'll remember then.
Well, let me tell my story and stop interrupting.
I didn't know there was a story.
One of Greg's clients...
Yin to yang.
Said, I can't wait to see how the two of you interact with each other on the podcast because I see how you interact in person and you guys are total opposites.
I don't remember this conversation.
I
was there?
This was just yesterday.
Bro. My days are long.
You got lots of kids.
I got kids.
There's a lot
I got
going on
dogs.
in your life.
I got clients. I got yings and yangs I didn't even know I had.
Mm-hmm.
Who,
Don't ask me who it was again, because I'm not going to tell you for the third time.
All right.
But we are...
Give me an hour.
We are 11 a.m. yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, dude.
Man.
So, that is part of why we do this.
I should have known that.
Because luckily, I think our personalities do work with one another really, really well. Not just the fact that I don't swear and
I'm good looking. He's all right.
I have good eyes.
I swear he doesn't.
You have poop eyes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to lie.
Blue eyes?
Blue eyes, I don't care who you are.
These eyes have seen a lot of things.
These eyes.
No one's going to get that reference.
All right, you're also going to get a lot of movie references out of us.
Yeah.
Outside of us doing this podcast to, one, like we said, reach others, right? Mm-hmm. But also maybe correct a little bit of misinformation that's out there right now.
Yep.
That's something that we could definitely go into. But you're going to get a lot of movie quotes, maybe even some music references, but mostly movie quotes.
A lot of talk about pizza. A lot of talk about baked goods.
Yeah, mostly pizza, though, because they're way better than baked goods.
Some pizzas
Although I appreciate your Swedish flop you brought over today.
You're welcome, man.
You like that?
Yeah.
I remember what it was called.
I went to the bakery for you.
It's a bunt.
It's a bunt. it's
a bunt.
It's a bunt. If you don't get that reference, go home and clean with Windex.
Yes, please. Put it on your pimples.
Still don't get that bunt that I just gave you.
Kill yourself.
Watch a movie for once in your life.
Please.
Hot topic.
Misinformation?
Pizzas are a baked good.
I guess.
So we really...
Yeah, but we know what you meant. You meant pastries, donuts.
Yeah, I did.
You know.
But pizzas are a baked good. So we will talk about all
You
of that.
bake them and they're great. They're baked greats.
Baked greats. That's the difference.
It's a little different, you know?
Differentiating factor.
See, again, there's just so much stuff out there that...
People won't understand. And if I wasn't here to explain and you weren't here to tell me that it was a baked great, not a baked good...
You'd have been all fucked up.
Misinformation.
You would probably be taking tart cherry juice before bed.
Oh, tart cherry... I still can't say that in a row.
Tart cherry juice.
I swear... I don't swear.
Today, Junior.
We can't talk over each other.
Okay, I'm done. All right, dude.
When I start the talk, you have to wait until it's your turn to talk.
No, I got 2 wives. I got a Ying, a Yang, and I got a wife. And another wife.
Now it's my turn again, as you're drinking. For some reason, I can't say tart cherry juice. How often do you hear me fumble?
Do you want to know why?
words?
Do you want to know why?
Why?
You don't need tart cherry juice. It's not important.
It's not important.
It's not going to change your life. I don't care what WebMD tells you.
Not important.
Should we tell them a story or no?
We can make a really, really quick story out of this.
Long story short.
That's your one.
Yes.
Don't ever say it again. For who this story is about, I love you, and you know that Greg loves you too.
I do.
This is just a perfect example of
one of the reasons why we're here.
One of the reasons why we're here, to give out proper information when misinformation is being given out all over the interweb. There was an article that was sent to me by a client about tart cherry juice and all of its nutritional benefits. I have to say it that slow because I won't be able to say it if I don't say it slowly. And my client asked me if it was worth him using...
TCJ.
Oh, that helps. TCJ. If TCJ was worth using for a couple of different benefits that were talked about within the article. One of them being the benefits for sleep. And what the article tried to... Is extrapolate the right word I'm about to use right now? I'm going to use the word extrapolate.
Yeah, fire it off, dude.
This article was trying to say that because the amino acid tryptophan can be absorbed from TCJ, and tryptophan happens to increase natural melatonin levels within the body, that it is beneficial for you to take TCJ to help your sleep. For those of you that don't know, TCJ is a fruit juice.
You like this TCJ talk, dude.
It's so much easier for me to say. TCJ is a fruit juice, which is made up of sugar.
Sugar and water.
The breakdown, the nutritional information of TCJ is basically 0 fat, maybe 0 to 1 protein, 30 grams of carbs with 28 to 29 grams of sugar. It's sugar. So this article is trying to prove a point that if you drink TCJ, it will help with your sleep. But essentially what it's going to do then is just confuse somebody into drinking 30 grams of sugar before they go to bed at night, which
is not going to help them sleep.
Is not going to help them sleep, as well as it's going to do a slew of other things. It could spike your insulin. Plethora.
You like that?
Spike your insulin levels. It's going to overfill your glycogen stores because you don't need it right before you're going to bed. It's going to do a bunch of different things besides help you sleep.
Yep.
If somebody was really looking for tryptophan to help release natural melatonin to help them sleep at night, they could just go to Now Supplements and buy
turkey
tryptophan.
and mashed potatoes.
Turkey and mashed potatoes. I was going to say mashed potatoes and bread. That's a whole other story.
Whole other story.
But again, and even further, this story can go deeper and deeper and deeper. Tryptophan is an amino acid, which means, and if those of you that don't know, amino acids are the building blocks of protein, which means you're probably going to find more tryptophan in proteins.
Not in sugar.
TCJ. So that's a perfect example of...
I love when you talk like this.
It's not...
Give it to them.
It's not poor information. It's not some kid in a gym doing a bicep curl with his arms facing outward and saying this is the ultimate way to do a bicep curl. It's literally a WebMD article that is just trying to give health benefits to drinking an antioxidant, micronutrient rich fruit juice, which does have benefits.
I was going to say, there's benefits.
Right.
But there's many ways to skin a cat, right? But the way that they're wording it and marketing it is going to take somebody who has no knowledge.
Yes.
They're all going to run to the store and they're like, well, this is cheap. I'm going to buy this. And guess what? Most people don't really follow instruction. Right. So they're probably going to double dose it anyways. Now they're taking 60 milligrams of sugar before bed, right? 60 grams of sugar. So what I was going to say was, hold on, get me back on track.
Basically, what Greg was finishing off for me.
Love is Blind.
I hate that show.
No, I wasn't going into that, dude.
I do hate that show. Rosie loves that show.
Dude, listen, I don't want to get into that show because I have a lot of mixed feelings about it.
Hated
right?
That show.
But I was quoting, dude, like a top 10 movie. What my friend's trying to say here is, Love is Blind.
Oh, is that 40-Year-Old Virgin?
Nope.
Oh.
Catch the Early Flight Home.
That was dumb. How did I even say that? Wedding Crashers.
Nope.
What? Yes, it is. Wait, you did? The baby, okay. Hey.
Alessandra wants you guys to know the baby's here.
Alessandra just informed us the baby is up.
Michelle just had a baby.
Michelle just had a baby, and the baby is now up. And Alessandra told me specifically, not Greg. Forget what we were just talking about. I proved the point.
I was talking about old school.
Oh.
Thank you. Yeah.
I feel like
But what I was saying is the article itself, and then we'll get off of this, okay, before I got sidetracked.
Just
okay?
here for the gangbang.
Yes. Thank you, dude. Oh my God.
It felt weird not knowing that, so I had to throw one in there because it didn't feel right.
Yes. Not everyone thinks that you're here at my house right now for the gangbang.
I would hope they don't think that.
I hope not, dude. My wife is a great woman. Anyways.
She doesn't deserve that. She's a saint.
But, so, you were saying that it's not, what'd you say, incorrect information? What did you say?
Yeah, it could be.
It was stating some actual fact or some factual information, right?
Yes.
But at the same time, people can very easily misconstrue that. But this was coming from one of your clients who is following a diet that everything is already there for him. He's reading this because one of the first things it says is for sources of potassium, which there's minuscule amounts of potassium in TCJ, right? But your client, with everything else you have laid out in his plan, he's getting the right amount of potassium. He's getting the right amount of antioxidants. He's getting everything he needs.
Right.
So to him, yes, maybe the average Joe who has only eating McDonald's and Coke before bed, okay, maybe they'll get a little bit more benefit. But for the person who has actually followed a balanced nutritional plan, right? All they're doing now is just adding 30 grams of sugar.
At the end of their day.
That's it.
And another expense.
Yeah.
Going and buying something else to add in. This guy's eating 3 servings of vegetables, 3 servings of fruit a day, on top of the multivitamin we have in his blood. He's getting a sufficient amount of vitamins, minerals, everything he could need. Something like this is not going to benefit.
It's not going to benefit you whatsoever.
He's past that point. So that's a very broad example, like I said, of it's not poor information, but it's not good information either. And some people can't pick apart.
It's very, very easily misconstrued.
Yes.
People can take that and run with it and do anything, right?
Yes.
They'll start just chugging a bunch of juices before bed. And guess what? You're not going to get in shape that way.
Right.
That's it. And you're going to sleep like fucking shit.
I saw this bodybuilder eat a bunch of muffins.
Ooh.
So I should eat a bunch of muffins, right?
Yeah.
It's like things like that. It's examples like that.
2 muffins, pre-workout.
Yeah. This bodybuilder eats
30 grams of fat each muffin.
Right.
But it's a carb source.
My pre-workout.
It's going to increase my glycogen for my pump, man.
My pre-workout carbs come from muffins that are 20 grams of fat each, which actually slows down my digestion, which actually doesn't help.
Which means I'm not utilizing these carbs in my lift.
That's a free one for you guys right there.
Yeah.
That's one that we get
For
all the
more
time.
non-free information, subscribe to our OnlyFans.
Yeah. And while you're at it, at the subscribing thing, subscribe to Bodybuilding and Business.
Yep.
Subscribe to our YouTube, our Instagram, our Spotify, our Apple Music, Apple Podcast.
Yeah, we might throw out a TikTok if we want to, but we're not really... I don't got my dancing shoes ready.
I can't dance.
You really can't dance.
No, I can't dance.
You can't dance.
So I don't like to dance. Rosie got
You've never told me you can, so I'm still going to say you can.
No, like I physically have the ability to. I don't enjoy dancing.
Well, you're not in a fucking wheelchair, Pat. So yes, you have the ability. It
No,
doesn't mean you
like-
have the skill.
Sorry, I have enough rhythm to dance. I just don't really enjoy it. And let me take that back. I don't enjoy the act of being on a dance floor surrounded by other people that are just moving up and down to music. That does nothing.
So you want to be in a choreographed fucking...
No. Imagine I was somebody in those, what were those called? Those pop-ups? They were big on like Facebook back in 2010 where everybody just started...
You're in the middle of Times Square.
Yes, and everyone started doing Thriller and in the middle of Times Square. Whatever those things were.
Yes.
I don't want to be a part of that either. But Rosie caught me dancing in the gym the other day, and she got so mad at me. She's like, I can't believe you're dancing right now.
Were you actually dancing?
I honestly don't.
Because, listen, fun fact, okay? Rosie is Pat's girlfriend, right? Someone called her his novia, right?
That's the fun fact.
Fun fact. But I'll be training her, and she'll see Pat literally nodding his head. Like, I told you he's a good dancer. I'm like, he's not even moving.
She just loves me, man.
I guess so, dude.
She loves me a lot.
Yeah,
but
dude, you're her yin to your yang.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I am.
see?
No, I was doing something in the gym, and she got really mad at me. She's like, I knew you could dance, and you don't dance with me at weddings. I don't like being on a dance floor dancing with people.
Whatever, dude, I do. I love dancing. My wife doesn't like dancing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we've been to lots of weddings together before, and I've never seen you dance either.
She doesn't dance. My wedding, I was dancing by myself. I was breakdancing.
Me and Big Meech get along.
Pretty sure I did a couple windmills, maybe a headspin.
You know why I'm here?
Because you want to watch me dance?
No.
You could dance if you want to.
You can leave your friends behind, dude.
There you go.
Music reference.
Why are you
we
here?
got movie references and music references
I
already.
already said that, dude.
No, we just nailed two of them after saying.
Wait till I break out Alanis Morissette.
Again, you can't talk while I'm talking. It doesn't.
Why are you here?
Me and Big Meech get along so well.
Yeah.
We're the same.
She's your yin to the yang.
Yeah.
Yep.
We get along at weddings. Me and Big Meech get along.
Yeah.
And you know what's even better is pregnant Big Meech and me get along so well.
What are you trying to say here, Pat?
Because she doesn't want to dance at weddings anyway. When she's pregnant, she really doesn't want to dance at weddings.
Yeah. You have a thing for my wife?
No. We just get along really well. The last wedding we were at.
First you say you're here for the gangbang.
No.
Now
Listen.
you're telling me how well you get along with my wife, and I don't?
Listen, I don't say you don't get along with her.
That's for the people to judge.
Last wedding we were at, you and Rosie were doing God knows what.
It's for the people's imagination.
Putting tacks under people's chairs, taking shots, being young, wild, and free. And me and Big Meech were like,
Dude, you guys are boring.
waiting
dude.
to go home.
You guys are boring.
I'm a great time.
Listen, you're a great time
In the right situation.
in the right situation. I love you. I wouldn't be doing this with you if I didn't, right? Otherwise, yeah, I guess I really wouldn't, because it'd be really weird talking about myself. But you're just...
You couldn't talk without me here.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I said I wouldn't. It would be weird talking by myself.
You couldn't.
No, I could. It'd just be awkward as fuck.
You couldn't.
Dude, I'm going to make a TikTok tonight by myself. I'm going to sing, dance, and talk. I'm going to prove you wrong. I don't need a yang, all right, buddy?
You're not gonna.
Listen input too, all right? Regardless, you guys just... I love my wife. I love you.
Yeah.
But in social settings, you guys don't flourish.
No, I think that's why you love both of us. Hold on.
Rosie doesn't either, but at least she wants to drink and dance, right?
Stop. To say that I don't flourish in social settings,
Okay.
just because I'm not ripping shots with everybody, does not. That sounds
Okay.
like I'm
All right, hold
a mute.
on. I take that back.
Yeah.
All right.
You misspoke.
Because I guess the gym is a social setting.
Here's
and
the
you're,
line.
You're great with people there.
Do you see it?
Yep.
You crossed it.
Yep.
Take it back.
Are you listening to me now? I already took it back.
I'm quiet. Go.
I took it back.
Go.
The gym's a social setting. You're great with people there.
Mm-hmm.
A wedding setting, I guess you're fine talking to people.
Make friends with everybody.
Yeah. But, I mean, you don't do anything outside of your norm.
But just because I don't want to get up and do this.
Well,
With a
if
bunch of
that's
people.
how you dance.
No, that's not how I dance. That's how everyone on dance floors dances. When you're
I don't know what kind of weddings
when
you go
you're
to.
on the outside looking in,
I've been there, buddy.
you might be spinning on your head in the middle. But
Last wedding I went
From
to,
the
I didn't
outside.
dance at all. And my wife was literally 9 months pregnant, and we thought she was going to birth that day.
Yeah.
Right? I didn't dance at all. And I was that outsider looking in.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see this.
a lot of people just jump around. And not
That's
like-
because they're playing jump around.
No, I was going to say, and that's not because House of Pain is playing. That's just because they don't know how to dance and they just jump
All right,
around.
name this real quick.
And
All right. We'll get into a little bit more actual nitty gritty for you guys real soon, but I need to quiz Pat one more time. You ready?
Yep.
All right, so House of Pain is playing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Movie scene, obviously. House of Pain is playing. There's kids jumping up and down in a house.
Mm-hmm.
One is on a piano. There's a horse in the room.
Kids?
Kids. It's the beginning of a movie.
Oh, man. And let me...
The mom comes in, kicks everybody out. The dad's really upset. He gets in trouble for throwing the party.
I have to preface this because as much as we watch the same movies, there are certain times where Greg will think I've seen a movie. So I'm
Dude,
just...
if you did
I'm
not see
just
this
gonna-
movie,
I'm
your
just-
childhood was...
I'm just going to ask really quickly, have I seen this movie?
I don't know if we've ever talked about it, but I'm going to say there's a 98% chance, unless your parents fucking despised you, you have seen this movie.
Mom walks in, horse in the room, House of Pain is playing, dad gets in trouble for throwing a party.
Yep. Because he's the cool parent.
Am I wrong for saying Chevy Chase?
Yes. I'm not good with actors, but I know this is not Chevy Chase.
Not Chevy Chase.
I'm great with movies, don't know names. But it's not Chevy Chase. Because I know exactly who it is. He's dead.
A lot of dead actors.
All the good die young.
Only the good die young.
No, all the good die young.
Okay.
Listen, you're taking too long, so I'm just going to tell you.
Tell me.
It's Mrs. Doubtfire.
Oh! Rest in peace, Robin Williams. Such a good movie.
You lost.
I did lose.
You're not doing so hot today.
You know what,
Anyways.
though? The people don't know that I won the other game.
We'll do an episode with that whole game, but I guess we can give them a little bit of information here. So, Patrick is a competitive bodybuilder. Mm-hmm. Greg Lovato is not, right? So, fun fact, I coach Pat. The last prep, we decided to kind of coach together in a sense.
Because I am also a coach of competitors.
Yes, 100%. But we've always done it where, hey, one chef in the kitchen. That's enough, right? Mm-hmm. We don't want to start questioning things, whatever. Mm-hmm. I'm that second eye. I'll guide the whole way. Let's go. This last time, Pat's like, I got an idea. Let's have some fun with this. Why don't I send my check-ins? Before I even answer, Pat wanted to make his guess on, hey, what changes would you make? You know? And stay tuned, because we'll have an episode and tell you our week by week and how Pat's prep went. And we'll go into, you know, how many times he was right. Was he right? Was he wrong? Who knows? That was pretty fun, though.
I had a good time with it.
We should do it again. You're 39 weeks out.
It was 41 last week.
You're 40 weeks out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a lot of time.
Not a lot of time. Chop, chop.
Clock's ticking.
Clock's ticking.
Hopefully I eat some good food this winter. Do we tell people what day it is? Do they know?
Well, they know my wife just
They know
had a
you had a
baby.
baby. I'll eat some good food Thanksgiving, put some sides on, and then we'll...
That's why he's wearing a brown shirt right now.
Yeah, it's Thanksgiving today, actually. Happy Thanksgiving, man.
It's Thanksgiving tomorrow, bro.
Dude, they wouldn't know.
Whatever, dude.
Think about how cool...
Dude, they're like, man, these guys got no family, no friends.
Like,
they're sitting here.
They're so dedicated that they filmed a podcast on Thanksgiving.
We started the podcast by saying that we're going to give them the truth.
Yeah, we shouldn't...
That was like one of your first lines today.
Honesty's the best policy.
Honesty's the best policy is what you said.
Tomorrow...
Like Abe Lincoln. Honest Abe's what they called him.
That is what they called him.
Yeah.
Until he... Never mind.
Until you lied to everybody.
No.
I'm joking.
So, yeah, tomorrow's Thanksgiving.
Tomorrow's Thanksgiving.
So, I'm going to eat a whole lot, as everybody should.
Yep.
It's Thanksgiving.
Which is why I said 39 weeks out, because you're going to eat so much, it's like you're going to lose a week.
That's a whole nother episode as well. Yeah. We'll get into holiday eating and how
to handle it.
You can enjoy the holidays and not ruin everything you've done. If you're not in prep. If somebody is prepping, you are not enjoying the holidays.
Not even considering enjoying the holidays.
You are in prep.
You're miserable.
But all of our clients in their off season or trying to maintain whatever your goal is, there is a way to manage the holidays that I feel like everyone misjudges. So we'll do a whole episode on that we will get out, I'll say it today, before Christmas.
100%.
Before Christmas.
Yeah.
Because tomorrow's Thanksgiving.
Duh.
Can't get it out before Thanksgiving.
Yeah. That doesn't mean that we're going to do one a month. That just means that one is not going to be the next episode.
Next episode, December 24th. How to control holiday eatings. Tune in next time.
Yeah, but...
That's it. I think that's enough for the people. We will get more episodes out. We're going to do this weekly. Now that we've gotten this under control, you're going to get an episode every week. Hopefully some gym content in between the podcast episodes.
Yeah. We'll do some gym content of whether it's us training together. Potentially even going through stuff with clients.
Right. If clients are willing to be on camera or whatever the case may be.
But we're looking forward to giving you guys a lot of stuff. From the things we went over today to having other guests on here, whether it be other business owners, whether it's bodybuilding related or non-bodybuilding related, because it's not just going to be the business of bodybuilding. That's the majority of what we're going to talk about, correct? Mm-hmm. But we've both dabbled in other businesses. We're here to help other young entrepreneurs, hopefully, and inspire them to, go and push to grow whatever they're trying to grow. So we're going to have other people on here that'll hopefully help guide you guys in that direction as well. But otherwise, we're going to be talking about, supplementation, nutrition, training, lifestyle clients, bodybuilding clients, how we differentiate and adjust things for both of them.
How we program for online clients versus in-person clients.
Yeah.
We're going to cover, we came up with such a boring name, but because we wanted to have an all-encompassing name for everything that we're going to cover. Yeah. We're going to cover all things bodybuilding and all things business. It could have been something way cooler of a name, but we really wanted to just get the point across of what we're here to give. And
straight, simple, to the point, because our episodes are not always going to be straight, simple, and to the point.
They are not.
But with that being said, do us a favor. Like, comment, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Bodybuilding and Business, our Instagram. I think we already went over this. We talked about TikTok and stuff, but do them all, right? Instagram, Apple Music, Spotify Music, all of this is going to be on there. Shoot us some questions. We have no issue answering them, whether it's commenting on the YouTube channel or putting them in our Instagram comments, DMing us, whichever. We'd love to do some question and answer episodes, or even if that's not a plan of an entire episode, just answer some of your guys' questions at the end of one of ours,
And we'll either answer questions at the end of every episode, we'll make episodes fully about question and answers, or if somebody asks a good enough question, we might take a whole episode. It's past my bedtime.
It's way past his bedtime.
We'll take
it's Thanksgiving. It's past his bedtime. He had too much alcohol.
If a question merits an entire episode, we will dive into that topic as much as it needs to be. So get questions in, even if it's seeing us in the gym in person and asking us, DMing us on Instagram, comments on
Fire YouTube, away. We're here to help.
Yes.
And, we're also here to learn, So
Definitely learned
don't
a lot,
hesitate
right?
to fire it away. No question is a dumb question,
Except for dumb questions.
except for dumb questions about JCT.
TCJ.
TCJ. See what I mean? That's how dumb it is.
That's how dumb it is. So for episode 1, this is Ying signing out.
Salute.
Yeah, this is Yang signing
No,
out.
no, I ain't doing that game.
All right, goodbye.
You're here for my wife.